Chun-Li. So today we're looking at Capcom vs. SNK 1 Chun-Li. And Chun-Li is still using her Street Fighter Alpha sprite even when we have fresh Third Strike threads for her to insert into these versus-based sprite games. I think this is the last time you're going to see the Alpha sprite for Chun-Li. We are going to be showing off her normal mode and her unlockable EX mode, which I will get into why you should never pick that when we cross that bridge. So for now, we're brooding up Capcom vs. SNK Pro for the PlayStation. So the reason we're using Capcom vs. SNK Pro is that it is much easier and much faster to unlock the EX versions of characters. And there's a specific mode here that is not normally available in the arcade release. I don't know if it's available in Capcom Fighting Collection 2 or not, which is also another reason we're going to use it here. And also, the PS1 version needs more love, because this was an impossible and honestly unnecessary port. If you held out long enough, the PS2 version was right there in your grasp, but that's what the sequel's for.
Capcom versus SNK. Capcom versus SNK.
Just seamless transition from FMV video to title screen. What are you talking about? Alright, so we are playing pair match mode. Much like the 3v3 mode in Capcom vs. SNK 2, this is a 2v2 mode. The ratio system is ignored entirely, so we're doing that.
Which groove do you like?
Since we're playing as a Capcom character, it fits that we're using a Capcom groove.
Form up your team.
Chun-Li, and oh, what do you know? We'll pick Chun-Li. Don't know if it's possible to pick the same character in Fighting Collection. Even if it were, I'd still pick this version.
Show me your best.
So CvS1 Chun-Li is not really seen that often.
Round
She's
one.
just here because of Legacy. This is the world of, like, Cammy and Vice. Are you a Ratio 1 character? Good, you're viable. But Chun-Li, everything you've come to expect from the past dozen or so episodes. Good buttons, good fireball. You have to mash a little harder to get lightning legs, but it is there. Hikosho is still here.
Round two. Fight.
For the most part, it's what you've come to expect. Tensho Kyaku is a thing. Spinning bird kick is a thing, much like in Super Turbo, it is a back-to-forward motion. Alright, just... worth noting, Kikoken travels full screen. That is perfectly fine. Check your Kikosho range. It is shorter than usual, and if it whiffs, it's gone just like that. You're pressing the start button to allow the quick select option, so that way we don't have to go back to the victory screen and the order select.
Round 1. Fight.
It is possible to combo crouching heavy punch into Tensho, but you gotta be hugging your opponent to make it happen. Spinning bird kicks, same drawbacks and strengths. It can still be crouched under.
Round 2. Fight.
But Chun-Li is still Chun-Li. She has everything you would expect her to have based on Street Fighter 2. She got a few perks from Alpha. She's a good hybrid. And also, she's voiced by Michiko Nea, who's one of my favorite seiyus, so that is another plus, and it's a pretty good Chun performance. You'll hear her again in the sequel.
Round 1. Fight.
Another thing worth noting about Chun is her damn fine throw range, as you would expect. And she can throw in the air as well. Ooh, that worked out.
Round 2. Fight.
She does have Yoso kick. It is on light kick and not heavy kick. Trying to get something fancy going with it. Nah, it's not allowed. I believe you can combo into Kikosho off it. Not like you really need that type of impractical trickery. The bare basics will certainly carry you.
Round 1. Fight.
I would like to note, since the game is free of the ratio system, you get more practical, sensible teams for the Millennium Fight Tournament. Ryu and Kyo teaming up just kind of tracks.
Round 2. Fight.
Ryu here actually has a new sprite more centered around his Street Fighter 2 look and scaling. This is something he would take with him into another game, never mind the sequel.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, throw is still good. As if I need to demonstrate it further. Yes, even the heavy version of Kikoken travels full screen. I keep pointing that out because your fireball will be inconsistent across games. Will it go the distance? With every version, it will here. There we are. I'm not used to fighting games with easier AI, so coming back here. Oof.
Fight.
Alright. We're actually not going to be switching back because I believe this is the boss fight.
Decide the order of the bout.
So we're going to start with EX Chun-Li.
Yourself.
Most of these cool tools that you get with the regular Chun-Li in CvS1 are gone. This is straight up Street Fighter 2 Chun-Li with supers.
Cannot escape from death.
Now, what does that mean exactly? Two things.
Round one.
Fireball is
Fight.
gone. Tensho kicks are gone. You still get the damn good buttons. You still get good lightning legs. Did you have to work a little harder for it? Spinning bird kick's a bit weird here, where you have air control. Don't ask me how that works. Oh my god, like, you've gotta press like wild to get lightning legs. I believe they increased the amount of rapid presses in Pro compared to original CvS1.
Round two. Fight.
Alright. So yeah, EX Chun-Li is a worse Chun-Li. Just with less tools and weirder, less practical tools. So, moving on. Let's get to actual Chun-Li versus Geese. With Geese, you really don't want to jump too much, especially when he has meter, because Raging Storm is always a consistent threat to your health and well-being.
Final round. Fight.
Actually, pressing buttons against Geese is a health to your physical well-being. Oh my god, so lucky. I was curious. And there you go. Capcom vs. SNK Pro of the Chun-Ligacy, done. And the audio is lower on the ending screens because this is just an FMV video. This isn't in-game. It's just not properly balanced with the audio. Kind of a pity, but it's better than nothing. Could have just added still pictures. Just saying. And we're out of FMV, and we're back into in-game.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments our show will begin. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ignore that brief flash on screen for a second. It's all Chun-Li all the time.
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments our show will begin.
So yeah, that is Chun-Li in Capcom vs. SNK. The original game was just an unthinkable collaboration between two companies who, in the 90s, were kind of at each other's throats, taking jabs at each other, standing jabs at that. And now they're working together. Granted, Capcom definitely came out the other end smelling nice, whereas SNK nearly SNK'd their way out of the games industry. But with Chun-Li in this game, you kind of get the feeling that compared to the newer SNK sprites, she kind of doesn't belong. She's a 1994 sprite living in a 2000 world. And I know people are going to make the Morrigan jokes, have at it. And with this, it's just, with Third Strike Chun out there and fresh in the mind of the hardcore, that kind of feels like a step backwards and of lower quality to use the alpha sprites, because Third Strike probably wasn't done when this game was in development. But don't worry, the sequel will more than make up for that.